Mind your spine. And your breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, expand. And exhale to release. Roll the wrists and ankles. Reverse directions. Then let that go and circle the arms overhead. Long body stretch. Reach the right side long and the left side is the first waking up in the morning. Really, we are. We'll move a little slower today. A class for after a rough night with less sleep. Still flowing by moving side to side. And pause and circle those arms back to your sides. Flex through the ankles here as you draw the hands to the heart center, to your sternum. Thank you for joining me so early in the morning. Namaste. Interlace those fingers. Press the palms to the ceiling. And then exhale, draw the backs of the hands toward the heart. Inhale, press away. Exhale to draw in. Continue here with your own breath pattern. Could be nice and slow. Do around 2 more. Last one, press those palms away to the ceiling, then overhead as you point the toes. Breathe. And circle those arms around again. See if you can cross the opposite thumb, then feels comfortable on top. Flex through the ankles, press the palms to the ceiling, and draw the backs of the hands to the heart. Inhale, press away. Exhale, draw in. Continue here. Round 2 more. Last one. Press away, arms arc overhead as you point those toes. Breathe. One more inhale. And exhale, circle those arms round, hug knees into chest. Little hug and soften. Little hug and then release a bit. Let the low back round. Maybe it lifts a bit off the floor here. Each time you squeeze those thighs closer to chest. 2 more. And last little squeeze here. Then plant those feet, extend those arms directly from your shoulders, and let the legs lull side to side. You'd like, you could turn one palm down, one palm up. Roll through the arm bones. Notice if the head wants to move and follows this action. The next time your legs go to the right, keep them there. Cactus the arms, so 90-degree bend, and reach those arms overhead and return the elbows to your sides. Reach and return. Lingering on the floor here today. Let's do two more. On this last one, arms extend, and that left leg will reach long and then return to the spine in that X position. Hands circle, slide the feet in. They'll be a little wider than before. Press those hands down into the mat and start to tuck through the tailbone. Just lift the pelvis off the earth and then lower. Just the pelvis here and lower. Little rocks with the legs wide, but still trying to find stability. Can be a little tricky. Let's do two more this way. Last one, peel more of the spine off so you land on those lower ribs. Not your maximum height here, but higher than before. The low back and mid back. Roll up. Two more. Last one. And then lower, peel, lift all the way up. Arms can circle. Pelvis stays where it is as the arms circle round, and then extend them overhead. Just one more circle. Arms reach overhead as you lower, lower, lower through the spine. Hands back out into that T. Could walk the feet in just a little, or they could stay where they are as you windshield washer the legs again. So that side to side motion with the legs. Do what you want with the upper body here. Maybe the log roll through arms. Gaze center, head might loll. Next time you land on the left, stay. Cactus those arms. This time they could also be a little wider. So as you extend, it's more of a Y, and then draw in. So make a Y with your arms as you reach, and elbows into the body. Find that breath as you inhale to reach and exhale to draw everything back. One more time, reach those arms and then lengthen that right leg until you roll onto the spine again. Circle those arms around, this time tight knee hug. And then plant the feet. If you can, keep the legs squeezed together or bring them to parallel like railroad tracks. Arms again pressed down into the earth as you peel just the sacrum off and return. So just a little tuck of the tailbone and return. It's like you're drawing the tailbone toward the belly button. Squeeze even those inner ankles together. So you continue with this small roll. Do two more this way. Last one. Then next time you lower, roll up a little higher onto those low ribs and release. Roll up to low ribs and lower. Nice squeeze through the legs. Let's do two more this way. Last one, roll higher. Might be tricky. And the arms can extend directly from the shoulder. Palms face one another. One arm reaches overhead, the other to your side. And switch. And switch. This could always be done with the bottom down. If you're looking for more relaxation here today, more gentleness. Just a few more. And then reach both arms overhead. Lift a little higher, maybe come onto the toes. And then lower, lower, lower. Hug knees in. Rock side to side across the low back. Just a few more times. Slowing it down. Come back to center, little nod of the head side to side. And release those feet back to the earth. Let's take those hands and interlace them behind the skull. The legs can be squeezed together as they were during that one version of bridge. Inhale, exhale, upper ab curl. Inhale to lower to hover. Exhale, upper ab curl. And hover. Just a few times. Get flexion through upper spine. Focus on our center activating with our breath. That exhale. Let's do one more like this. And a little change. Exhale to rise. Inhale, pause. And exhale to rotate left. Inhale, center. Rotate right. So a few of these to help us with a rotation later in practice. Seeing if we can maintain neutral spine and come up nice and high. One more each side. Final time. Press the head into the hands. And lower. That nice long body stretch now. Wiggle the fingers and toes. And slide those legs in. Press yourself up into a tabletop position on hands and knees. A little more flushing for the spine here. Arch and round. Continue here, and you could keep the head still, or the head can move with the body, with the spine, rest of spine. Let's do two more, trying to keep hips over the knees. Last one. Nice. Spread those fingers really wide and then little rock forward and back. Again, see if you can find where the hips will be over the knees and pause here. Bend those elbows and press away. It's like a little tricep push-up, moderated tricep push-up here. Prepare us for any chaturangas here. The elbows travel back in space. Head in line with spine. One more time. And stay tall in your all fours position. Right arm will open and then thread. You can bend that left elbow out to the side. Open and thread. Here we can still get some work in that arm, that grounded hand. Wide fingers. Last one. Nice job. We'll roll onto the belly. We'll do the other side later. Roll onto the belly. Yeah, and press up into your sphinx. Let the shoulders shrug toward the ears and press away. Shrug and push away. Taking our time. Do around 3 more. Round 2. Last one. Press out of those shoulders and drop the chin. Maybe look up to any degree and head down. And gaze up. If you like this, as you start to press, if you haven't already, the pelvis down more firmly into the earth, the belly button draws up and in slightly. One more time, drop the chin. And look up, inhale. Exhale, maybe stick with the tongue and lower all the way back down. Press into those hands. Find your tabletop, then tuck toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Let's sweep that left leg high into the sky and pull it through between the hands. Shorten the stance. Warrior 1, use those hands on the thigh to help you rise. And arms can sweep up by the sides of the ears. And you could pause here or lengthen lead leg and rebend to keep some flow. Lengthen, rebend as you continue to find the weight even through both your feet. And draw ribs toward the pelvis. Let's do 2. Last one, lengthen that lead leg, arms out in front of you. Peel that right arm back and return. Peel it back and return, trying to get that rotation again, still on this right side. More time. And angle that left hand up toward the sky and return. You can walk that back foot further behind you for a longer triangle if you'd like, or keep it short. Hips drive back and reach, reach, reach through the crown as the left hand comes down, right arm up. You'd like some flow here, that right palm can meet the left one. Peel it back. Right palm to opposite arm. Last time. Nice. Bend that left knee, side angle here. Then pivot on those back toes. The right hand will plant. Rotate toward the left lead leg and lower the back shin as your torso faces the earth here. Lengthen that left leg, flex through the toes, and then find that low lunge. Mobility here. One more time. Nice. Hands can frame the front foot as you step back into a plank and lower the knees back down. Little rock forward and back here. And as we rock, let's take those hands a little closer to the body. Spread the fingers. And then see if we can find where the hips are over the knees. Little squeeze of the inner thighs toward one another here. That left arm rotated open. And then bend that right elbow as you thread left arm underneath. Again, lift up and rotate. And see if we can keep the hips over the knees. They often want to travel further back behind us toward the heels. Three more. Two. Last one, thread. Reach. And return that hand to the earth, only to slide forward onto the belly. Again, press up into your sphinx and shrug the shoulders and then press away. So let them come to ears and then away from ears. And see if you can establish the pelvis, legs active. So pelvis grounded, legs active. Just one more like this. Nice and easy. Find center, look over one shoulder and the other. If you'd like, you can bend the opposite leg and the heel can come in toward you. For the brain here. Get into the back of the leg. This little hamstring curl. Let's do one more each side. Last time, and lower. Find your downward facing dog. Press hips nice and high and back. Right leg will rise. Pull it through between the hands. Shorten your stance for warrior one legs. Root to rise. Arms can reach overhead. Draw the ribs toward the pelvis here. Stay in stillness or little lengthen and bend of the lead leg. Like this. Seeing if that knee can track in line with second and third toe, that lead knee. One more time. Lengthen that leg, hands pressed together overhead. Draw them in front of the shoulders. That left hand will sweep back. Draw it back rather, and return. Same side. And return. Let's do 3, 2. Squeeze those legs toward one another. Last one, drop back. Angle the arm up. And return. See if you can find your version of the triangle. Maybe you'd like to lengthen out. Hands, palms down, hips reach back, and spine reaches forward. Right arm down, left arm up. Triangle. Stay in stillness, or left hand meets the right one. Peel the arm back. Again. And let's draw the legs toward one another. 2 more. Last one, lengthen, then bend that right your side angle. Another inhale, and exhale. That left hand will plant, rotate toward the right, and land that back shin on the earth. Hands frame the front foot as you lengthen that right leg. Maybe toes come toward nose, and then rock forward into the lunge. Do 2 more rocks. Last one. Stretch, return. Hands press into the earth so you can lift the back knee off and step back into a plank. Knees could be down or lifted here as you lower onto the belly. And find your Sphinx again. Let's do those shrugs. Shoulders to ears, and then press away. Again, establish the pelvis firmly on the earth. Kneecaps lift. Let's do 2 more. Last one, press, interlace those hands and lift the pelvis off the earth and lower. Lift and lower, and start to use the exhale on the lift and round a little and return. Strong through our centers. Let's do 2 more like this. Last one. And if you'd like to lift those knees to a full forearm plank, feel free. Today we'll merely lower the knees and land on those hands with the fingers spread nice and wide. Tuck the toes, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Pedal those feet. Pedal, pedal, pedal. And then left leg goes high. Bend the knee, stack the hips, open to the left. And then return and draw that left knee through the hands. This time come up into a high lunge, only for a moment. Keep that lean in the body for now. And hands to heart center. Open up into a warrior 2. Back into that triangle. Side angle. Runner's lunge. And step that right foot in to shorten the stance. Lengthen the left leg. Hands out in front of you here. Draw back that left arm this time. High with the elbow. Squeeze through the legs as you reach forward through the right arm. And right hand comes to the outside of the left leg for our revolved triangle from the high position. Maybe left arm reaches. One more breath in. And then left hand meets the right one. Frame the front foot. Adjust your stance if you need in this forward folding triangle. Maybe lengthen through the spine. And fold. Into that hamstring a little here. Another breath in. And exhale to rebend the left knee. Set the back shin down. Perhaps a little baby back bend. And hands frame the front foot. We'll step back into a plank, merely to lift the hips. Nice and high, downward facing dog. Pedal those feet again. And that right leg, nice and high. Sweep it up. Bend the knees, stack the hips open to the right. Level out the weight through the hands. And then kneecap faces the earth as you draw the leg through. Nice long lunge here. And open up toward the left side wall, warrior two. And lengthen the lead leg, reach for that front arm. And right arm down, left arm up, triangle. Bend that lead leg, find your side angle. And pivot on the back toes, find that lunge, most challenging portion of class here. And step that back foot in, lengthen the lead leg. Hands out in front of the body. Right hand peels back, open across chest, reach through spine and arm, lean forward. That left arm comes, or left hand comes to outside of right leg, high elbow, then lengthen right arm if you'd like. Another breath in, and that right hand can return to the earth. Frame the front foot with your hands. Draw the right hip back into its socket, left hip forward a little as you round, perhaps. Inhale, perhaps lengthen through the spine. And exhale to rebend the right knee, set the back shin down, arms sweep up. And hands frame the front foot as you find your plank. And this time come forward with the body, lower all the way onto the belly. And again, find that Sphinx. Interlace those hands, press actively through the forearms, lift the pelvis, and lower to hover. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Last time, lift. Maybe that forearm plank. An option to walk the feet in to press through those arms. Press out of the shoulders. Like when we did those shrugs, pressing out of the arms in our Sphinx. Another inhale. Exhale, walk those feet back out if they were in. Widen the knees as you let them settle. And press your hips to heels, child's pose. That right arm can reach up to the sky, or reach open to the right, and thread it underneath the left arm. Draw the shoulder back toward the right, even as you reach left. And stay here. One more inhale and exhale. Start to unravel that arm. Reach the right arm up to the sky, then plant it back down and slide hands to the left to stack the right hand on the left one if you'd like. So it's diagonal here with the upper body. And press out of that right hand, just so you can lift up a little. And that right arm will slide open. Just for some length or stretch across chest. And return to center. Find child's pose through the middle. And then press into that right hand so that left arm can rotate open to the side. thread that arm underneath the right one while you draw the shoulder back to the left. The fingers reach right. Inhale and exhale. Final breath in as you open the left arm out to the side again. Return to center and sweep those hands right. Left hand might stack over the grounded one. Stretch between the ribs here with the breath. Press out of that right hand. That left hand will slide along the right arm. So we lift up just a little, open the heart, and return to center. Slide those hands in. If you can, you could sit on the shins or cross-legged. Hands behind the body, maybe a little lift of the hips. Lower them back down. If you were crossed, cross the opposite way. And sit up nice and tall and maybe open the chest, interlace those fingers, or just reach back. Into the front of the heart. Nice. And then interlace the fingers in front of the body. Let the upper back round. Reach those hands to the sky. Circle the arms round. Legs can come up in front of you. Inhale, sit up tall, and exhale to fold. Inhale, exhale, stack the spine. You could roll into your side to come down, or I like to often bend the knees, plant the feet onto the forearms, lift through heart. So press out of those shoulders again, and then let the chest sink and lie down. Hug those knees into chest. Plant the left foot, right leg can extend toward the sky, flex through the ankle, cross it, and you could stay here, opening that your right knee, or weave your hands around the bottom thigh for a figure four. Another breath in. Squeeze a little tighter. And then exhale, plant that left foot. If you'd like, you could keep the legs crossed as they are. You can shift the hips right a little. If that makes you feel like you're in better alignment to allow the legs to go to the left. So hip and shoulder alignment. Knees left. Right foot is planted. Different stretch your kneecap toward the sky. Another breath in. With the legs the way they are on the exhale, return to center. Shift as you need, and allow the legs to go to the right. So that right ankle could still be crossed for that bottom leg, or legs just stacked. What works for your hips today? One more inhale. And exhale to return to center. Uncross that leg, maybe lengthen it out, long stretch. And return that leg back to where it was. The left leg can reach for sky, ankle is flexed, cross it, and maybe weave. Final inhale. And exhale to allow that right sole of foot to come down. Hips might shift slightly left, and legs will go right. That left foot plants, knee to sky, arms in a T. Another breath in. Use the strength of the exhale to return the legs to center. Shift as you'd like, and left, legs go left. Feel how that affects the inner thigh of that bottom leg. Another breath in. Exhale to return to center. Lengthen that left leg out along the ground as the arms stretch. And full stretch. And find your Savasana. You need any other final stretches, go ahead as well. Could be in butterfly for your Savasana as well, for that stretch for inseam of legs. Widen your breath in. Exhale fully. Breathe in. Fully out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Breathe in. And sigh it out. heavy the body. Yet breath is light. From this balanced place, begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Maybe a long stretch. Hmm. And knees hug in. Find your favorite side. And press up to seated. Shoulder roll. Walk the fingertips out. Maybe roll the head one way and the other way. Chin drops through center. Then look up as your arms circle overhead. Draw your hands down to your heart. Breathe into this space. May that light inside you shine brightly. Thank you for practicing with me today. Sat Nam. Hopefully, we'll see you as we continue the Flowing February challenge.